Yes, absolutely.
I love
eating them.
Good to see how easy they are to make.
I mean, these things literally open right up. If, by the way, if one doesn't open...
Bread as we speak.
All right, so I'm going to do that even as you speak. And again, start to finish.
I'm not even going to set it up. Okay. Just have to see.
Oh, Natalie Morales. All right, my dear, who's older, Dr. Drew or Dr. Dre? Who's older?
Hey, Dr. Dre.
Is Dr. Dre older than Dr. Drew? Look up, Natalie. All right, Natalie, we're hitting you again. Okay, kiddo, which was launched first, the Sony PlayStation or the International Space Station?
The International Space Station.
There you go, girl. Is it the International Space Station?
No. Confident. No, staring you
Is
down.
it the International Space Station?
Staring you down. You better not spit at me.
Get ready.
All right, so we've got our own version of what came first. So, rolls in Aladdin, a shining, shimmering behind-the-scenes look after these messages. Go, girl!
Never had no friend like. The hit musical Aladdin opened on Broadway in 2014 and has already entertained more than 2 million theatergoers around the world.
Well, based on the animated film, the musical takes you on a magic carpet ride as it celebrates its second year on the Great White Way. To mark the occasion, Al and I received not 3 wishes, but we did receive an invite to take center stage. He is updating right now, but here's how it went.
8 times a week, the Disney musical Aladdin comes to life on Broadway.
And before Natalie and I hit center stage, I got a backstage tour from the genie himself, Tony Award winner James Monroe.
We have 150 light effects, 84 special effects in the show. All of our swords are real.
Man, if you get into a fight with somebody before...
No, that's why we're all friends here.
I was going to say.
And this is the one thing I'm a little jealous of. Aladdin gets to sit in this seat. I'm out there sweating, and he gets to ride in this. All of these fabrics come from all over the world.
The costumes represent a melting pot of culture, and Natalie got a special tour of the sparkle.
Wow.
So these are the pants that the men wear at the end of Friend Like Me.
Oh my
There's over 1,400 Swarovski crystals on these. This, to me, is Broadway.
Yes.
Don't you think?
It's Broadway.
They designed this special number for Al.
Voila. Ooh. Is this my microphone?
Yes, it is. Just like the old Bob Barker microphone.
That's right. Tell them what they want.
Exactly.
We do a finger,
Finger,
shimmy, all the way down, and up. Yes.
Fossy, fossy, fossy.
Yes.
Never had a friend like me.
Yes.
Next was my turn. I got stuck with the fancier footwork.
Step, step, shuffle, ball change, step, step. Oh, careful now.
Maybe it would help if I looked the part.
I'm ready.
I gotta nail it. You only get one shot on Broadway.
We each got some words of wisdom from our teachers.
What do you have to do, Al? Just be you.
Yes.
You know you can do it. That's all we have to think about, right?
Okay.
You've done it now.
Just stick the bevel.
Stick the
if
bevel.
nothing else.
Bam. Yep.
It's a whole new world.
Here we go. I'm nervous, Al. Oh, perfect.
Rub the lamp. Make
We
a
need to
wish.
rub the lamp.
What's your wish?
I wish that I get all my steps right.
I wish that I don't blow my lines.
And we wish that nobody throws tomatoes at us.
All right. Never had a friend like me. Morales. Wow, look at you.
We couldn't back out now.
Oh my gosh, Al. It's filling up.
Yes, it is.
It was showtime.
And here is our announcer, Mr. Al Roker.
Thank you, Ginny. Let's find out what's behind curtain number 1.
It's a brand new washer and dryer.
Ooh, now you can turn all your dingy laundry into 1001 Arabian Whites. How about curtain number 2?
It's a year supply of Baba Ganoush.
Hey, it's the only ganache you needed to know. And now curtain number 3.
It's a brand new pyramid.
Hey, finally you and King Tut have something in Tutankhamun.
You ain't never had a friend like, never had a friend like, never had a friend like me. Wasn't he wonderful? Genie! Never had a friend like Never had a friend like me.
3 words to describe us.
shining, shimmering, splendid.
You know what it means for your names to be at the top of the title of a Broadway show. You guys can't call out. You guys are always there. There is no understudy for Al Roker and Natalie Morales.
It was such a magical night. I was a little left shark in my steps. But
No, you weren't. Your son, what did your son say?
I was a little left shark. He said you were a little too slow, Mom.
Aww.
Everybody else was.
You did great. Well, let's show. What do you have?
Anyway, we got to say special thanks to Aladdin and Princess Jasmine. They also let us join them on stage, of course, and the whole cast and crew. They created these great posters that they all signed for us. Isn't that so sweet? And Al, by the way, he was updating for the West Coast, so he couldn't share in this magical moment right now.
That wonderful experience.
Yes, we had such a great
Did he keep the suit?
time. I don't think so. I think they'll repurpose that. But he did look like a lucky charm, didn't he?
He did.
Anyway, coming up next, we were talking about it this morning. We've got a Navy. We're coming.
Yes, race.
We're talking officer and a gentleman,
yes,
right?
We are.
Okay.
Navy SEAL Commander Rourke Denver is here. He's telling us about his role in the new reality show hosted by me. And we're going to put Natalie and Tamron through the ropes, American Grit style.
What do we have to do here? Taking a look at the headlines, the federal government is dropping its case against Apple after previously ordering the company to help access the iPhone of San Bernardino shooter Syed Farouk. The Justice Department now says it has successfully gained access to that iPhone. Investigators had gotten a court order that compelled Apple to write new software to disable password protection, but now it is no longer needed. Campbell's Soup will stop using the chemical bisphenol A in its canned products by the middle of next year. The pledge announced Monday is a response to concerns that the commonly used chemical known as BPA raises the risk of cancer, brain damage, and hormonal problems. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration maintains that BPA is safe at the current levels used in food. Researchers say that they've taken a significant step toward developing a simple blood test for concussions, which can be hard to detect. They took blood samples from hundreds of patients treated at a Florida hospital for concussions as well as other non-brain injuries, and they found that in the head injury cases, 2 proteins normally found in brain cells had leaked into the blood. 1 protein was still detectable up to a week after the concussion. An erupting volcano that prompted the cancellation of dozens of flights in Alaska seems now to be settling down. Officials say the intensity of the eruption from Pavlov volcano declined significantly overnight. Pavlov erupted Sunday afternoon, and by Monday morning, an ash cloud had stretched northeast more than 400 miles. Earlier in the day, Alaska Airlines canceled 41 flights because of the ash. Now let's get a check of the weather from Mr. Roker.
That is some ash. My
Aladdin
gosh.
dance.
Wow.
Yes.
So Navy SEAL Commander and New York Times best-selling author Rourke Denver has run every phase of training for the U.S. Navy SEALs and has led Special Forces missions in the Middle East and Latin America.
Well, now he's running a different show, Fox's American Grit. It features 16 of the country's toughest men and women competing in a variety of military-grade and survival-themed challenges, and Rourke serves as a mentor on the show, hosted, of course, by our good friend John Cena.
Yes.
Pleasure to have you here, man.
Oh, that's freaky, Commander Rourke. Good men's competition challenges out there. So was that the goal going into production, or was it sort of
Or a mentor on the show, and I got the best seat in the house. I could just sit back. Set up for you if you'll make your way to the starting
We
line.
did not have time to change from our clothes.
Here
You just
we
had us
go.
put on
All right,
sneakers.
so what's the deal?
This
What
is
are
the
the
most
obstacles?
difficult obstacle course ever assembled.
All these balls.
Right.
Yes, you will high knee through the tires here, army crawl on the mats.
What's the army crawl? I don't know what that is.
I'll do it.
Okay.
Go ahead. Oh, God.
Okay, watch that shoulder, John. You're injured.
The show is good. That was an example.
You can use your knees for the army crawl.
Yes, you can. And then you are going to walk along that highly suspended balance beam. Your final task will be a beanbag toss. Yes, in the cornhole target. If you complete
What does that teach us about
the first
Army Grit?
person back here to touch the flag will claim the prize.
We got to
All right.
Ready?
Go.
Who's going to
Go
call it?
for it.
Go.
Off to the beam they go. Now it's the beanbag toss. Who will be? Oh, it's close. Who will be the first? And then you're still in it. You're still in it. And she even showboating behind me. To the winning goal.
Tamron Hall with
Who's
it.
going to pay for our dry
Rourke
cleaning?
Denver, thanks so much.
Thank you,
It's going to be a great show, John. American Grit premieres Thursday, April 14th.
We are America.
There it is.
Yeah, coming up next. We've got Tamron's got her travel tips.
Yes, from that to beauty. Woo!
I lost my
Only in America.
First of all, we want to thank Mr. Cena, Mr. Big Bold and Saber, for filling in. And look who you're
Oh my God.
Start drinking already.
Oh, I've already. Look at my. It's already on the glass.
We've got Tony Robbins.
Oh.
Yes.
Elvis Duran has a singer.
Keep going.
And other
Keep
things
drinking.
that you don't have to worry about.
Yeah, she said I don't have to prepare
No,
for this
not
show.
notes, not anything.
I don't have to
You don't know
earpiece with the
anything.
producers. We don't have any notes.
See, it's
I just
all
put
free.
my
We're gonna
the
be
unprepared Savannah. This is good.
I like you.
Yes.
All right. Well, that's
coming
it.
up.
What else do we have coming up?
I don't
We
know.
have time.
allergen hotspots in
What?
your home.
Yes,
Yes,
that's right.
which are a big deal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Bringing it to
And
reality.
awkward teenage photos of you.
And you.
After your local news and weather.
Absolutely. I love it.
eating them.
Good to see how easy they are to make.
I mean, these things literally open right up. If, by the way, if one doesn't open.
Bread as we speak.
All right, so I'm going to do that even as you speak. And again, start to finish.
I'm not even going to set it up because
Okay,
you just have
take a
to
look.
see.
Oh, Natalie Morales. All right, my dear. Who's older, Dr. Drew or Dr. Dre? Who's older?
The hit musical Aladdin opened on Broadway in 2014 and has already entertained more than 2 million theatergoers around the world.
Well, based on the animated film, the musical takes you on a magic carpet ride as it celebrates its second year on the Great White Way. To mark the occasion, Al and I received not 3 wishes, but we did receive an invite to take center stage. He is updating right now, but here's how it went.
Space station.
No. Confident.
Staring you Is it the International Space Station?
Staring you down. You better not spit at me.
Get ready.
All right, so we've got our own version of what came first. So rolls in Aladdin, a shining, shimmering, behind-the-scenes look after these messages. Go, girl!
Free luck. Never had no free luck. Here we go.
8 times a week, the Disney musical Aladdin comes to life on Broadway.
And before Natalie and I hit center stage, I got a backstage tour from the genie himself, Tony Award winner James Monroe.
We have 150 light effects, 84 special effects in the show. All of our swords are real.
Hey, Dr. Dre.
Is Dr. Dre older than Dr. Drew? Look up, Natalie. All right, Natalie, we're hitting you again. Okay, kiddo, which was launched first, the Sony PlayStation or the International Space Station?
The International Space Station.
There you go, girl. Is it the International